Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's a national holiday in Canada. How are you? Nate Lundy, Shawn, Drotar with you, 5280sportsnetwork.com, and your morning minute. It's a national holiday in Canada because it is the NHL trade deadline day. Shawn, other than the potential of Jarome Iginla as sort of a tip of the cap to a Hall of Fame talent, are you going to be surprised if the Avs do nothing today?
No, I won't. I think it's more than likely that they probably won't do something. Now, there has been some rumblings between the New York Islanders and the Avs regarding Matt Duchene that might go down to the wire today. Who knows? But this is a situation with the Avs that these guys are under contract. They can widen the pool of teams that they can work with if they wait till the offseason. And let's face it, they could trade for Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux in their prime, and it's still not enough at this point in the season to get them into the playoffs.
Right, exactly. You're looking at a squad where, frankly, your trade options, the other end of the deal, you've got a lot more to choose from if, in fact, you wait until the summer to be able to do it. So if Joe Sakic has a price tag in his mind on a Matt Duchene, on a Gabe Landeskog, or anybody on the roster for that matter, he may find himself getting the payment back that he's looking for more likely in the summer than now. And to Shawn's point, nothing's really going to change in the interim. So we'll keep an eye on that. The trade deadline is at 3 o'clock Eastern time, so depending upon when you're watching this, it will have either happened or not happened yet. The NFL Combine is getting underway in Indianapolis. Broncos head coach Vance Joseph was the first to speak this morning. The national media, because sometimes they don't clue in on these things, picked up this morning on the fact that he had said an open competition at quarterback. We like our two young guys that we have. I'm not sure if Paxton Lynch is ready or not yet. He has some improvement to make. That's the story everybody ran with. And then Lindsey Jones pointed out, and Lindsey's one of the best in the business, that Vance Joseph was asked about the quarterbacks and perhaps someone who's not on the roster, and his response was, there's no one available we can talk about. Do I have to keep telling you in these videos that Tony Romo's coming to Denver? John Elway has a price tag in his head, and if Tony Romo is willing to play for that payment, he's coming to Denver. It's that simple. Okay? And smoke screens and everything else aside, if Tony Romo's willing to play for the number, every Broncos fan should be happy with that. Because it means that John Elway said he's worth this much to me, not a penny more, and if he's willing to do it for that, he can come play. And if Tony Romo's answer to John Elway is, yes, I will come play for that amount of money, then Broncos fans should be happy with that, because at least it's an opportunity to continue to advance the quarterback position and the offense forward, and Shawn, it doesn't wind up costing you $20 million like it did with Peyton Manning to pull it off.
Well, that's the idea. And everything you're going to hear surrounding the Combine, what was Vance Joseph supposed to say? Well, you know, we have these two young guys. We don't think either of them is the answer this year, so we're going to... Yes. Oh, wait, never mind. Of course he's not going to say that. You're going to hear at the Combine how much they love all the players on their roster and they just want to give them a little help. They love every single player that they'll talk to at the Combine. They were impressed with all of their workouts and they think they'd be terrific Denver Broncos. That's what you're going to hear. It's all smoke and mirrors. None of it means anything until somebody actually gets drafted. So don't put too much stock in what you're hearing from the Broncos, from the Patriots, from any team about anybody, anywhere, at any time. Check back with me in April.
There's no one available we can talk about. That's a true statement. These other guys are still under contract with other teams. Let's just wait to see what happens. That's all. I'm just wait to see what happens, okay? This is what makes the NFL fun, especially when you're sitting where the Broncos are sitting right now with an opportunity, with a great defense, a new coaching staff. There's a lot of excitement. Vance Joseph came out this morning when he was talking to the press and said that they're interviewing Christian McCaffrey tomorrow night. And my guess is that Broncos fans have probably lost their mind by now because they all want Christian McCaffrey on this team. So just wait to see what happens as we go through the free agency period. But fully expect that Tony Romo and Jerry Jones are going to meet sometime probably within the next week, and then we'll see if the Dallas Cowboys do a release with a designation of June 1st, which would then free up Tony Romo to be able to talk to any teams that he wants to. Keep your eye on that with number 9 wearing the blue and gold. I've had that gut feel for a while, despite what everybody said, and I think it's going to come to fruition. We'll continue to watch the NHL trade deadline. Make sure you're following us on Twitter for all the news. We're at 5280 Sportsnet for the network. He is at Drotar. I am at Nate Lundy. Make sure you're following everybody for the news and notes throughout the day. We're back with you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. on Mile High Sports Radio, AM 1340, FM 1047. But for a Wednesday hump day, for Shawn, I'm Nate. See ya.